My name is Jerry Goode Jr., and I'm the owner of Jerry Goode Jr. Digital Daily Network. And today I'm going to talk about true success begins with financial freedom. Money is a tool to be used to give you access to unlimited resources. Proverbs 10:22, the blessing of the Lord maketh a person rich, and he adds no sorrow with it. The biggest thing with money is being a tool to financial freedom. True success means that you're doing things God's way. You're following your purpose. You're dedicated to your purpose, and it drives you. God is your source and your only source. And there's different levels of wealth. One of the biggest things you have to understand when you're doing a purpose God, the money is just added to what you're already doing. So many people, when they get involved in business or they get involved with an area of their life that is driven by purpose, once they get money, they start to relinquish their power, because what they do is now they get satisfied. You can't be satisfied in greatness. Anybody who wants to be great, they constantly work at their craft every day. The money is just, it's going to get your vision to the next level. One of the biggest things I always tell people is that you have to have a relentless drive. You have to have a relentless passion. People can see it. And you are made one of a kind. Your vision is big. Only God has given you that vision. So when you have true success, there's no toil. Because the fact is that you are walking by faith, not by sight. You have to develop mountain-moving faith. And when you use money as a tool, God understands and he's going to give it to you. So many people ask God for so many things, but he knows that if you get that money, that it's going to make you go backwards instead of forward. When you look at great football players, great basketball players, let's take an example of LeBron James. He's basically now a billionaire. So it's more than just money that drives him. What drives him to wake up each morning to be great? What drives him to get better at everything he's doing? Because he's not competing against others. He's competing against the best version of yourself. And God wants you to be the best version of yourself. He doesn't want you to duplicate anybody. Once you have a drive that's relentless, that focus is laser focus. Because of your discipline, because of your willingness not to accept average. Your discipline stops you from doing things you shouldn't be doing. Your discipline stops you from doing things that's not necessary for your vision. You travel the road less traveled, but when you get there, there's plenty of room at the top. You're going to lead by example. You're going to do things that's never been done before. But once you start off, initially, God is testing you. And it seems like the more you try, the more you do things, you're going through the process and you say to yourself, man, if I only had money out the way. But God is testing you because he knows if you continue to drive and do those things, it's going to get to a point in time where it's set in stone that energy, that level of discipline, all of this is irrelevant based on money. Because now it's an internal drive that's based on nothing else. If you look at Michael Jordan, when he went on that court, he wanted to show everybody he was great. He had all the material things. He had everything else around him, but it was that internal drive. And when you focusing on your purpose, you're going to create things that have never been created. You're going to do things that's never been done before. So it's going to be a road where people might think you're crazy. But it's not crazy. It's only crazy until it becomes a reality. Think about how crazy the Wright brothers were talking about they can fly a plane. But God gave them that vision. And once it was done, as you look at planes around the world, it seems like, well, that's easy. But now, because it has been done, it's a reality now. So you have to focus on that. And true success is maintaining your integrity. It's not just about money. And that's the problem with people. When you just chasing money, you're chasing a limited supply. You want to be wealthy. You want to wake up every day to be the best version of yourself. You want to do things consistently. You want people to say, hey, man, there's something different about that person. And as a child of God, That's how you get people to come to God, because it's something about you that people draw close to. That's how you can show people a better life. You should. God gives you those desires in the heart. When you have things in have desires, it's because of God. And if you focus on Him, He's going to give you that good success, that peace of mind, that mindset that, hey, nothing is impossible. Doing things that never been done before. Stop following people. Follow God. Once you get a level where you're walking by faith, you're walking on water. And you got to realize everybody's not doing what you're doing. So never devalue yourself and think that everybody can do what you do. They can't. You are the original. There's no copy of you. You have the only DNA that's just like you. So you have to keep that in mind. That's why I say when people who arrived and made money, now they're telling other people, well, you don't need this. You don't know what drives people. Everybody's drive is not the same. It's a difference between Louis Vuitton and these other luxury brand products. Yeah, they can get this. People can say, hey, you can get that same bag for a certain amount, but it's the brand. It's the level of, hey, when I got a Louis Vuitton bag, is different. If you look at the company, the consistency, you look at Walt Disney, you go to Walt Disney, it's always clean. Those are the things that separate you. You have to brand yourself with character. You got to brand yourself with being a man of God, a man of integrity, a man of your word. You got to believe even when people don't believe. Your success, people are waiting for the miracles that happen in your life. So you can only say, but God. You have to get to a point in time where if it's not impossible and you can do it on your own, then you don't want to deal with it. Because you know that things that God wants you to do, He wants you to be done with Him. I always say I'm phenomenal not because of me. I'm phenomenal because God is working through me. And if you focus on God, all those things you're asking for, all those big dreams you have, they're going to come to pass. But allow Him to bring it to pass in the right time. You don't want anything before your time. Be patient. Study your craft. Master your craft. Focus on doing things on a daily basis, every day. Every second, minute, and hour of the day, you should strive for greatness. When you are focused on excellence, everything else comes to pass. Let God do His perfect timing. You don't want anything that God doesn't want you to have at that time. A young person who might be 12 years old, you might be able to, as a parent, give that person a nice car, a vehicle, but it's only going to destroy that person because they're not ready for it. And you have to look at God. God's timing is puts you in a position where you can have true success, great success, where you can enjoy it. You can enjoy the fruits of your labor because that was designed for you. You have no toil. Focus on God, putting Him first with true success. God bless.